All right, man. We back at it. We back at it. What's good with everybody? What's good with everybody? What's good with everybody? Once again, following up an absolutely incredible. Uh, what is this? I got an ad on this. Skip my ad. Yeah, man, absolutely incredible. Trail boxing talk. I was rushing a little bit today, so I'm gonna try to be orderly in what we talk about. Make sure we cover all the bases. We're going to talk about Spence Porter, which looks like it's about to be made, hopefully. Took a little while to start that one off. Then we're going to move to talk about Crawford Brook. I did a video on Crawford today. And then we're going to talk about this ESPN pound for pound list. And if we can get to it, let's chop it up about Anthony Joshua's replacement. We're going to put last and least. Anthony Joshua, AJ replacement. All right, that's what we're going to try to talk about, man. Oh, man, what's going on, Volcanus? And Jay Bird in the building, man. Dang, I had to pick up my head and got the love shown. What's good? All right, man, let me get them going for you. Much love, Volcanus. Jay Bird, what's going on, man? All right. Jay Bird 904. So let me say what's up to everybody. Let's do the little roll call first. Derek McKee, what's going on? Not Raja. Michael Johnson, boxing talk and more. Slip the jab. Man, Michael Johnson, boxing talk and more. How come you ain't got no wrench, dog? Got to moderate you, dog. Got to moderate you. Hey, congratulations, Michael Johnson, boxing talk and more for your consistent appearance in the deal. Welcome to new moderator, Michael Johnson, boxing talk and more. I hope if you don't like it, let me know. If you don't want it, let me know and I'll do it. I'll take it away. But hey, man, definitely want to be able to see your name in blue when I'm reading these deals. Slip the jab in the building. Prodigal Son, what's going on? TZ Frank, Michael James 616, what's good? Star City J, Kurt Carr, Big Doss, what's going on? Is that Big Dose? He said the day is young and full of boxing. What it do for now? Much love, big homie. Hey, yes, sir. Let me turn this volume down on this mug. On this phone. Shin Smoke, what's good? Morning to you, Harold Jones. Real Talk 90, Jeff the producer. Jay West in the building, what's good? Donnie Cage Jr., what's good, man? Boxing and Barbecue, what's going on, man? KQ, and everything's love over here. KP Boxing and MMA, salute to you as well. Tony Snowflakes, Mr. Gilead, St. Cruising around the world, what's going on? You up in the house, what's good? Carl Cooper, Darby James, what's going on, man? What's going on, Mr. Caesar? Damon Watson, Boxing Facts, salute to you as well. The Perfection in the building, what's good? Slip the jab. Jay Bird said, good morning, Fannon. I went to the Crawford fight on Saturday. That's the first round, got me pumped up. That's what, hey, man, he sparked his ass, didn't he? What's going on? Justin Marsh in the building. Much love in the super chat. J Love DJS, what's good? Hey, the lowest common denominator boxing, home of the U.S. demographic. Salute to you. The Body Snatcher, what's going on? Boxing Facts. Yes, sir. We're going to chop it up about these topics. D-Mo, what's good? Around the world, what's going on, man? B&B. Nelson Noble's in the building. You know you get a gong just for showing up, Nelson. Oh, what's good? The Nelson Nobles, man. What's going on, Mr. Duhan? Yes, sir. L-File Player, what's going on? B&B. Brian Oyolis, what's good? He said, Fannon, no more being nice. Unfortunately, Bud is a baby that might have to be flushed down the drain with the bathwater called Top Rank. Yeah, unfortunately, dog. But, you know, today is a new day. And, God, dog, man, I find it hard. I find it hard to stay, you know, I like Bud a lot, man. So I might lighten up on Bud just a little bit. Justin Brooks, what's good, man? What's good? What's up to everybody else in the chat, man? So let's get it cooking. I think I've got everybody. What's going on, Organics Herbal Supplements, man? What's good with you? See, Star City J says, sheesh. Hey, man. What's going on, Jamal Allen? So let's chop it up. Yeah, man, we're going to do Bud second. First, let's hit this Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter, which is a fight that we need to have happen. Took a little while to make it happen. because he had to take that little detour around an ass whooping. We had a detour to an ass whooping called Mikey Garcia, but we right back where we thought we were going to be after Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fought for that vacant WBC belt. Jamal Wright said, Fannon, what do you think about the new narrative of being a Spence fan? We nut huggers. Look, dude, motherfuckers always got some shit to say. First of all, only people that I care about having an issue with me supporting Errol Spence Jr. are Terrence Crawford fans that I happen to respect. The fact that I like Errol Spence Jr. and I like the situation he's in better than I like the situation that Bud's in, man, that is like, that's why I did that video this morning, man, saying like, dude, to me, and I did a lot of thinking about it last night. I only did one video on a live stream yesterday, man, because I did some real thinking. And I was like, you know what, man? Bud reminds me of Sugar Ray Robinson. The way that he fights, the talent level that he has, the fact that he is the pound-for-pound best guy in the world, and he's known to be and he's pretty much, by all the top fighters that talk about it, by the fighters, say that he's the #1 pound-for-pound guy. Some people say Canelo. I give Canelo that 1B status, you know, but he did pop. But regardless, that's the kind of guy that's the type of guy that that's the type of guy Bud Crawford is. His skill level, his talent, his skill level, his talent level, that's the type of guy he is. Now, I'm not saying he's there with Sugar Ray Robinson, right? And the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, but that's the guy you built pound for pound for. My thing with Errol is that's pound for pound is just pound for pound. And if you ain't the same size as somebody, then that shit goes out the window. You know what I mean? But thought about it and I was like, you know, that's the only guys that I really care about, because it does bother me when I got to block some of y'all, because I tossed a guy that's coming to my channel, for a long time. I threw his ass out. Sorry, man. We're going to come back when this shit's settled, because you're losing your fucking mind. Okay? You're losing your mind. There's one thing to support Bud. There's another thing to talk to people in a way where you just no longer welcome. And that's what bothers me. Now, as far as these people who are they ain't even really Terrence Crawford fans, because if I supported Terrence Crawford, they'd be shitting on Terrence Crawford. If I supported Mikey Garcia, they'd say, oh, I'm just faking it. I don't really like him. You know, they're going to dislike anything that I say. So once I know you're the type of person that is going to have an issue with everything I say because I say it, then I know you got a crush on me, dog, and you want attention. So you can, you know, suck it to your hiccup. You know what I mean? That's my thought on that. You know? We're headed to boxing leagues. I don't know what that means. I think I saw a video that you did. I didn't see the video, but I saw the comment that you're talking about. I gotta catch up to you on that. B&B Boxing, Errol and Porter is 50-50. Get the what? 50-50 what? 50-50 that it's going to happen? Or the outcomes of 50-50 fight? That ain't no 50-50 fight, dog. That's a 70-30. That's a 70-30. If you lucky, it's a 65-35 fight. But 50-50 that it's going to happen, maybe because Sean Porter might want it on pay-per-view or something, or he might lose his nerves. But I don't see that being no 50-50 fight. I see that being a challenging fight. I see it definitely being a closer fight than a more risky fight, a better fight than Mikey Garcia. But Errol Spence Jr. is going to come in better against Sean Porter than he was against Mikey Garcia, because I think he's going to keep his weight down. He's going to be conditioned and keep his condition top notch in between, because he's going right into that fight, right into it. No wondering what's going who he's fighting and what's going on. And he's gonna get paid a lot more money. And if he go down to Texas, it might go to a decision. But if Porter's a good fighter though, man. Porter's got a lot of experience. If he tries that outboxing jab and running shit, he's gonna lose because his arm's too short to box with God. And if he tries a rough and tumble shit, he's gonna lose because he's not gonna score enough points. Dude's gonna get hit on the way in. But I'll do I'll do a deeper analysis of the fight. I do owe Sean Porter that much respect. The dude he's a real deal, but you know, let's remember, Brook just manhandled him. He was easy money to Kell Brook. Primo, I can't visualize a Porter over Spence scenario. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that one. Hyphy was there yesterday. I saw Hyphy yesterday. Hyphy wasn't in a live stream. I'll check and send an email to Hyphy. I got Hyphy's email. He's a Patreon, so I'll check him out. I don't know, man. Sometimes people come in and out, but I think I saw Hyphy yesterday. Hyphy kicked somebody off the channel yesterday. Let me go back. Oh yeah, Judah the Truth. Now, Judah the Truth, you know I'm talking about Sean Porter because I'm hoping you up in here. I'm like, hey man, gotta show Ohio that love, dog. By the way, this is ugly shirt. This is what's today? Tuesday? Hell yeah, this is ugly shirt Tuesday, dog. When I left the Kansas, Missouri area, I bought this fucking shirt on the way out. I was like, yes, sir, and I hope I never have to go back. E double. What? Good morning. What's going on, more E double? So I don't see that shit as any way, kind of shape. No. What's going on, Ashley's Corner in here? Ashley's Corner, according to Porter, but not signed. Yeah, man. But I got some. I think that's about right, man. I think it's about right. The question is whether or not it's going to be on pay-per-view. That's my understanding of where stuff is. But dog, that's a shot that's the fight that makes sense. That's the fight that makes sense, man. Let's make it happen. And it's as good a fight as Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. It's as good a fight because it's a unification fight. So it is what it is. There's other champions besides Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Any one of those guys fighting is a legitimate fight. Brook versus, I'm going to get on Brook Crawford in a second. Nelson Nobles, I think Ray Robinson would beat Sean Porter. Yeah, I think Errol Spence stopped Sean Porter. Oh, you think Ray Robinson would beat Sean Porter? You talking about the fighter now, right? Ray Robinson, the one that lost to Ugas? The one that lost to Yordenis Ugas? I mean, I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. But, Sean Porter put work in, man. So I'm not going to disrespect Sean Porter. I want Sean Porter to get paid. So I'm a pub the fight just like I pub the fight with that fucking mismatch we all knew it was called Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. If Drink More Water's in the building, I've been drinking more water. Just so you know. I think Ray. Okay, yeah, you got that. It's not a pay-per-view fight, Tito Carlisle. Yeah, I mean, it is if they put that shit on. If they put it on, dog. But I'm waiting to see what these pay-per-view numbers are for Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. That is going to be interesting. For now, Porter is not the real deal. He all right. No, he's the real deal, dog. You don't win two welterweight championships beating a guy like Danny Garcia. Who did he win? He might have beaten Malinagi. Who did he beat for that first IBF title? I can't remember who he beat for that IBF title. But, dog, you can't beat Danny Garcia if you're not a real dude. Okay, that's just – Danny Garcia is a better fighter. He's the real deal. He might not be the top guy at 147, but he's the real deal. That guy can fight, man. Okay? The guy can fight. And I think he's a little more than all right. I mean, when you compare guys to, like – if you compare somebody to the best, you can say, yeah, he's all right. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, you compare somebody to LeBron James, or better yet, let's do more, like Kevin Durant, right? He's like, yeah, man, he's good. He's all right. He ain't no Kevin Durant, but damn, you get on the floor with that dude, he gonna tear motherfuckers up, okay? You don't get to that level if you can't fight, man. You know what I mean? That's why I say, man, got to give that dude his respect. Toot Robinson in the building. What's good, man? God dang, where's my wrench for Toot? Toot in the building. Yes, sir. That's kind of where I am. I said, I actually picked Terrence Crawford to win in the 6th. Yeah. You told me that. You didn't really, though. I mean, yeah, you got it, but by luck. He could have made it, dog. That was an ugly way for that fight to end, man. Primo said, I'm supporting it regardless, pay-per-view or not. I like both fighters. It's a unification bout. Yeah, it's a unification bout. I'll run with that logic. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia would get stopped if he fought Terrence Crawford. I don't know. I don't know why you say that. That's a good fight. That's the best fight of Terrence Crawford's career. That's the bet. Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford versus Danny Garcia is the toughest fight of Terrence Crawford's career to date. I definitely believe he wins, but that's the toughest fight to date, man. Sean Porter would also be his toughest fight to date. So would Keith Thurman. Shit. So would be Ugas. Okay. It's man, dog, just that dude can, those guys can fight, man. Okay. They're maybe big snack pack in the building. And I don't think he stops him. I don't think he stops him at all. I think that's a decision. He's not a dog. He ain't exchange. I'm going to tell you this. He's not exchanging shots with Danny Garcia. If Terrence Crawford's taking shots from Danny Garcia, you can see that dude on the floor. Danny Garcia can fucking crack. Okay? He can crack. You taking shots from Danny Garcia, you take that left hook from Danny Garcia, dude, you can find yourself looking up like, damn, what the fuck happened? Okay? That don't act. He needs to be careful with Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia ain't no soft touch, man. Danny Garcia is not a soft touch. I see Terrence Crawford winning the fight, obviously. Or it's obvious to me anyway. I would definitely favor Danny Garcia, but I mean favor Terrence Crawford, but by knockout, dog, if he goes for broke with Danny Garcia, dog, hey, man, Danny Garcia will put you fucking unconscious with either hand, with that right or that left hook. Be careful what you say, man. Danny ain't no soft touch, dude. Danny ain't no soft touch. He talk a lot of shit, but he ain't no soft touch. Okay? What's good? Hold on. Don Johnson, your wrench time me out for saying Spence will beat Crawford. Hey, man, I don't really watch the moderators that closely, but hey, man, don't time him out unless he's insulting somebody. And definitely don't throw him out. William Old School Arndt. Hey, man, you know what? William Arndt, hold on, man. You got to tell me something, man. I was listening to something. I was thinking of you yesterday, and I'm going to do this. Hannah Arndt. Hannah Arndt. I'm subscribed to this philosophy channel, and something came across my feed that I had not heard before. Johanna Hannah Kahn Arndt was an American philosopher and a political theorist. And it was interesting, man, because she talked about how you don't need to be prejudiced to be a mass murderer. And I got interested in what she was talking about, but I had to do something else. I'm going to go back to it when I have time to go back to it and understand what she's talking about more. But I thought about you. For now, Crawford and Garcia left and right hooks are in order. Quality fight, 55-45. What's going on, Martin? For Crawford. Yeah, man. I mean, I would put it somewhere there, but dog, just, man, please, people thinking that Danny Garcia is some soft fucking touch, dog. No. Okay? He lost to Mauricio Herrera. I got that. I can understand why people thought he lost to Mauricio Herrera. I can understand how people said he lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Keith Thurman. But, dog, Danny Garcia was putting pressure and putting heat on them boys later towards the fight. None of them dudes just standing in there taking shots from that dude. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing that Oh, really? He said Hannah Arndt is a distant relation. Oh, that's wow. Okay, we have a scholar in our midst. That's what's up, man. I gotta check her out, man. He lost to Lamont Peterson as well. Yeah, I thought he lost to Lamont Peterson as well, but he stayed out. Yeah, but he stayed out, dog. Dog. That wasn't no easy money for any of those dudes, man. That's not easy money for nobody, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight. You guys delusional. You think Danny Garcia is easy money? He ain't easy money, dog. Okay, Manny Pacquiao, I take him over Manny Pacquiao. If he fights Manny Pacquiao, I think he's gonna beat Manny Pacquiao. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if he beats Manny Pacquiao. His only problem is his foot speed. That's it. But he's so calculating. He's got such good punch placement, and he cracks. Dog, that dude, I like Danny Garcia, dog. Yeah, if he lands, no doubt about it. No doubt. Fannon, do you think what do you think of Andy Ruiz Jr.? He's supposed to be in line for the June 1st fight with Joshua. Let's talk about that a little later. That's AJ's replacement. I'm gonna move down a little bit in the show on that one. I'm trying to be more organized, dude. Trying to be more organized. So I'm gonna get Andy Ruiz because there's a bunch of cats that are supposed to be rumored for that fight. But like I said, I'm covering the least last. And AJ is the least of these conversations because I ain't trying to pub up that dude's. I'm not trying to pub up that crap. It's like when Jarrell Big Baby Miller popped dirty, it added intrigue to the fight. That like helped the promotion for the fight. Because other than that, nobody would have cared. They should get that dude some extra money for popping dirty because the fight's going to be more interesting without him after doing all that nonsense. You know? No freaking way he can handle Edward Evans. No way he can handle Crawford now. Dog, all I'm saying, dog, is don't sleep on Danny, man. Okay? Going to sleep on him will get you put to sleep. I'm gonna put it, I'll tell you this. If Danny Garcia is able to connect with Terrence Crawford like Yuriokas Gamboa did, now he don't have the hand speed of Yuriokas Gamboa, and Terrence Crawford got caught when he was getting cocky. He got caught when he's getting cocky. He was, he was running downhill on Yuriokas Gamboa when he got hurt, and that was a slip, but that showed you right there. He got hit by that boy, and his leg went wah wah wah. Okay, his knees knocked together like poop poop. All right, that happened. It wasn't like that Larty where people said Errol Spence got hurt, where he went like this a little bit, took a half step back, and covered up. Terrence Crawford's legs went wooga wooga wooga. That shit went wah. He don't want to get hit. If he gets hit by Danny Garcia like that, dog, that shit can turn around quick. Just letting you know. But I would have scored that fight for Lamar Peterson. But Lamar Peterson just fought funny, man. Sometimes he would box him. He'd spend long periods of time staying on the outside boxing. And then all of a sudden he'd stop and he'd, mix it up for whole rounds of the time. I was kind of funny on Peterson's but he won the fight. He got the call, so it is what it is on that, man. Leon Vaughn, this is a good transition. Crawford's resume is better than Spence's. No, it is not. No, it's not. I think that shit is one of the weakest arguments that pro Crawford people make about Errol Spence. I absolutely do not believe it's any better. Other than the championships, he unified at 140. But if you look at the names of the people that he beat, fuck out of here. Terrence Crawford he doesn't have a padded record. He's fought legitimate guys, none of which were really coming off massive loss streaks. He's not super padded like Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia's shit's padded like a football player. But Terrence Crawford beat Ricky Burns. Felix Diaz. Felix Diaz has been one of the better wins, but Felix Diaz had lost to Lamar Peterson. So Felix Diaz, Victor Postol. Felix Diaz and Victor Postol are like, in my opinion, the best guys on his resume. Felix Diaz and Victor Postol. I don't give a shit about Jeff Horn. There's not a heavyweight. There's not a welterweight. There's not a welterweight other than there's not a welterweight champion now that wouldn't beat Jeff Horn. Not single one of them. There isn't a single solitary welterweight champion that wouldn't beat Jose Benavidez. None of them. Jose Benavidez, everybody's beating Jose Benavidez. Everybody's going to beat Amir Khan. Every champion in the welterweight division is going to beat Julius Ndungo. Every one of them are going to beat Felix Diaz. Every one of them are going to beat Postol. Every one of them are going to beat Yuriokis Gamboa. Every one of them going to beat Ricky Burns. Every single solitary one of them going to beat Thomas Delorme. Okay? Terrence Crawford is a pound-for-pound fighter because of how excellent a fighter he is, and you can look at him and see how good he is. But the resume thing, come on, man. There's no Amir Khan. There is no Kell Brook there's no Kell Brook on his resume. They're just not. Dude, there's not, put it this way, there's not a Mikey Garcia on Terrence Crawford's resume. There's nobody that Terrence Crawford has beaten that I would not give a decisive advantage for Mikey Garcia over. Without a doubt, Mikey Garcia is going to beat everybody Terrence Crawford ever fought. That's how I see it. He doesn't have a Kell Brook. He doesn't have a Kell Brook, and he doesn't have a Mikey Garcia. And I don't even know shit he got. Maybe does he have a I guess you could consider Amir Khan kind of like a I guess he might have some what's that guy's name out of New York City? The dietitian that beat Ruslan Provodnikov. Chris Algieri. You know, he's got some Chris Algieris on there. I don't know if he's got too many Leonard Bundus, though. Just being real with you. Horn already beat Pac-Man. I don't care. So what? They beat Pacquiao. Man, Pacquiao was fucking 40 years. Pacquiao was 39 at the time. Come on, man. And that was a questionable decision, too. I'm not in the way that the UK cats say it. I don't rank Pacquiao like that. There's a reason Manny Pacquiao right now looking for the softest touch he can find that had with something that looks like a belt. Okay? Forgot it, man. No. Mikey Garcia, he wanted that he was hoping Mikey Garcia looked halfway decent. And you can make an argument that he won the fight against Errol Spence. That conversation with about him fighting Errol Spence walked out the door right away. So I just don't know. But that's not the same thing as saying that Terrence Crawford can't beat Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence is going to win the fight, but I'm not going to go off what the name of the guys that fought are. Like, they both beat everybody ever fought. So you don't know what their roof is. I don't know what Terrence Crawford's ceiling is. He has not lost. He fought legitimate competition. He's not lost. Errol Spence Jr. has fought legitimate competition. He's not lost. Right? He's not lost. And quite honestly, dude, Chris Van Heerden, the guy that's 154 pounder that he fought, Chris Van Heerden at the point in time he fought Chris Van Heerden might be as good as everybody Terrence Crawford fought. Chris Van have a chance to beat everybody that he fought. Chris Van Heerden. Because Chris Van Heerden's a 154 pounder. He can move, he can box, he's a decent fighter, but he's a big, tall guy. I would give Chris Van Heerden, I think Chris Van Heerden beats Amir Khan, But maybe that's argument. That you can argue that. But you got to remember, man, Errol Spence was fighting guys 154 pounds. Terrence Crawford was fighting guys 135 pounds. And we do the pound. I think we flip too much in between these pound for pound conversations. Like, dog, he's a 135 pounder. You're comparing a fight between Terrence Crawford and a 135 pounder with Errol Spence Jr.'s fight with a guy that weighs 154. Jesus, the guy's a 135 pounder. That's right there. That ends it. Nobody that you beat at 135 pounds is going to help you, is some telltale sign about what you're going to do with a guy that's at 154. He's at 135 pounds. Come on, man. Terrence Crawford is massively outsizing those guys down there at 135. He's a very, very big 135 pounder. Deion Washington, by the way, man, what's good with you, man? Wretched of the Earth or Toward African Revolution? Wretched of the Earth. Wretched of the Earth. I like blackface, white mask, though. I like blackface, white masks. Much love in the super chat. Euro Thomas said Crawford has destroyed everyone they puts in front of him. However, like you said, we can see the talent of the master fighter at work. He has accomplished more in boxing than any other welterweight today. No, he is not. I do not believe that. No. The welterweight that has achieved the most in boxing, and you guys might not like this shit, but it's the fucking truth, is Sean Porter. Is Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's victories over Danny Garcia, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, I think it beat Luis Collazo and Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Just those guys is more at welterweight than anybody else has done at welterweight. He's just not active. He's just not active. But that's lack of activity, and that's a different thing from what you've accomplished. He's also the only guy to hold 2 welterweight titles. Thurman is the only one to have ever, of any of these guys, unless you can't count Manny Pacquiao. In that case, Manny Pacquiao has accomplished more than everybody. But taking Manny Pacquiao out of the equation is Keith Thurman. I mean, and I ain't know Keith Thurman. I mean, you can laugh. You can laugh at Robert Guerrero, but who the fuck is it Terrence Crawford beat at 147 pounds is better than Robert Guerrero? Who is he beating that's better than Robert Guerrero at 147 pounds? Nobody. Amir Khan? Hell no. I can't even remember their names. Jose Benavidez and Jeff Horn? No. None of them none of those guys are better than Robert the Ghost Guerrero at 147 pounds, man. It's just what it is. He unified the title. He won a WB. He was the WBA and the WBC welterweight guy. He's the only guy to unify. Out of everybody, he's the only guy to unify, except for Manny Pacquiao. We're talking about what he accomplished. I mean, dude, you got to take who you like. You don't have to. I'm going to take who I like out of it. Take who I like out of it. You guys, sometimes some of y'all just jump to the end and say, oh, man, this guy, even this whole thing about Terrence Crawford, and I always say it, so I ain't guilty of it. Even the conversation about Terrence Crawford and Bud, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence need to happen right now is bullshit. Because neither one of those guys neither one of those guys have beaten another welterweight champion. Why does Terrence Crawford get the jump line to Errol Spence? Why does Terrence Crawford deserve an Errol Spence fight even any more than Sean Porter does? Sean Porter is the former IBF. And matter of fact, there you go. Sean Porter has won the belt twice. Twice. He's the ex-IBF champion, and he's the current WBC champion. He's a 2-time welterweight champion. Keith Thurman is a unified welterweight champion. We jump into the biggest. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence just have the biggest fan bases. But you got to fight, man. They got to fight. Who did Thurman beat to get those belts? It don't fucking matter who he beat to get those belts. He got the belts. Who the fuck did Bud beat to get the belt? I can play this game. I can play this game with all of y'all. I can play this game all day. Who did Bud beat to get his belts? Ricky Burns, Postal, Julius Ndungo, Jeff Horn. Stop. Who did he beat? That's that corny shit y'all keep trying. Stop trying it. I can do that shit with everybody. You know who beat the hardest guy to get their belt? Errol Spence. Errol Spence beat Kell Brook. And Kell Brook had beaten Sean Porter. That's the guy that had the hardest road to get a belt. And he's got to do it in the IBF with a second-day weigh-in. With a second-day weigh-in, he can't even go to full weight. And that's another reason y'all Bud fans need to be careful because guess what? Errol Spence doesn't have to worry about a rehydration clause in a unification bout because that's not the rules of the WBC. The IBF, he only has to worry about that second day weigh-in and with the IBF if he's not unifying because that would be unfair for him to have to do it and the other guy not to have to do it. That's going to be a much stronger guy in a unification fight. Just so you know. Man, get out. Hey, dude, you guys damaged goods, schmamaged goods. Jeff Horn was never the goods. Shit, better to be damaged goods than not be the goods. It's Jeff Horn. What do you think Amir Khan was? What the Yuriokas Gamboa was. Yuriokas Gamboa is a walking hit me in my chin. Man, stop, man. That's what I'm talking. Y'all make it hard to support Bud because you come up with shit that you pulling out of your ass. Just say you think he's the better fighter and leave it at that. Bud's main accomplishment that he has over everybody else is that he unified the belts. 2 of those belts were held by Julius Ndungo. Julius Ndungo. He got 2 of them off Julius Ndungo. Okay? It was a soft touch. As soft a touch as you could possibly get for 2 belts. And who did Julius Ndungo beat to get them shits? Ricky Burns and Troyovsky. Ricky Burns and Troyovsky. Yeah, just stop. Okay? Bud would wax olives. Yeah, that's what your opinion is. That's your opinion. That he would wax him. And guess what? Errol Spence will wax all of Terrence Crawford's opinion, all of his opponents. You guys can keep playing that dumb shit all you want. Every time you say that stupid shit, I can say the same shit right back to you. You can't get out of that. Okay? That's what anything that you say, I can say the same thing about Bud. Oh, Bud would beat all of Errol Spence's opponents. Well, Errol Spence would beat Bud's opponents. Who, and I'm going to ask you a question because you're going to shut up after this. Who on Terrence Crawford fought can beat Errol Spence? I'm waiting, and you ain't got a name because if you say a name, now here I'm going to help you. If you say a name, you're going to look like an idiot. If you say a single name of somebody that Terrence Crawford beat that can beat Errol Spence, you're going to look like an idiot. And I'm waiting for you to look like an idiot. I can do that same shit. All of it. All of it. Because you're trying to do something other than say what's going to happen when Errol Spence beats Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence fights Terrence Crawford. What's going to happen? I got an opinion of what's going to happen. But you want to try to brush aside Errol Spence because it's something that Terrence Crawford would do to Leonard Bundu. He ain't. So what if Terrence Crawford can beat Leonard Bundu? Errol Spence Jr. knocked out Leonard Bundu. So who cares? That's just some bullshit ass. That's just a bullshit debating tactic. That is just. I mean, dog, it ain't even worth shits and giggles. It's just a weak argument and easily dismissed. Easy. You can't even make a triangle theory for that. I mean, dude, that shit is weaker than a triangle theory. That's weaker than a triangle theory. Like, Errol Spence Jr. beat Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia beat Danny Garcia, so Errol Spence Jr. will beat Danny Garcia. I can't say that. Right now, I know Mikey Garcia never fought him, but I guess I could use this one. The one that's established. Joe Frazier beat Muhammad Ali. And Kenny Norton beat Muhammad Ali. George Foreman beat Kenny Norton and beat Joe Frazier. So George Foreman is going to walk through Muhammad Ali. And what did we get? We got George Foreman laid on his ass in Zaire, is what we got. Okay? The triangle theories don't work. They're weak arguments. But when you try to compare guys that he beat, saying hypothetically that Terrence Crawford would beat guys that Errol Spence Jr. beat, who cares? That's the same thing people try to do with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, talking about how, Deontay Wilder fought all these bums. So what? He beat him. He didn't lose to him. He beat him. So what are you saying? That doesn't make him. That's all that tells you is he can beat him. That's the only thing you can get out of that. He knocked him out. I could do the same. Oh, well, Anthony Joshua fought a bunch of bums. I could just call them bums because, quite honestly, I'm not going to call them bums. But if I had to say, I don't think too highly of Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker turned around and lost to Dillian White right after that. And I thought he lost to Hughie Fury before that. Costa Calm, who Anthony Joshua didn't really knock out, got knocked out by Derek Chisora. I mean, so what? I mean, you can do all that crap. I'm just saying, man, just leave me alone with the weak arguments, okay? The weak arguments, they just get batted down. It's shit's too easy, okay? Challenge me with something, dog. Bud not walking through Danny, sorry. I don't think he would. But you got to see the fight. Got to see the fight. Dumping on Bud, the new wave now. Nah, drink more water. It's not. Dumping on fucking overexcited Bud fans is the new thing now. Because you guys lost your fucking mind making terrible ass arguments. You make it fucking hard. You make it so hard to be a fan. I started this thing by saying that I thought Terrence Crawford is like the new Sugar Ray Robinson. Every time I try to start an argument in support of Bud, you guys fuck it up by going overboard. It's saying shit that don't make no damn sense. And don't make no sense. If I did the same argument that you make, if I did the same argument to Bud, you guys would laugh that shit off. Drink more water. If I said, oh man, Errol Spence Jr. would beat everybody that Bud ever fought, you would say, rightfully say, so what? Bud already beat all those guys. So what if of course he's going to beat Ricky Burns? What does that mean about what's going to happen with Terrence Crawford? Right? You would say the same argument. Would you be bashing Errol Spence Jr. or would you just be telling the truth? That's the truth. Dog, y'all got to stop getting so fucking overboard with it. Bud is I started the shit by saying Bud is the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. Bud is like a modern day Sugar Ray Robinson. That's how I liken his skill set. Because I looked for fighters. I was like, who does this dude remind me of? Because it's not a pure comparison to Sugar Ray Leonard. He's not really like a Sugar Ray Leonard. He fights more than Sugar Ray Leonard does. Who has great athleticism? Right? Can box your fucking ears off and will step in there and throw bombs at you. That's Sugar Ray Robinson. That's the definition of Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm comparing Bud to Sugar Ray Robinson in a conversation about pound for pound. And I'm hating on him because you guys make stupid fucking arguments. It's not get better arguments. Say shit that makes sense. And I won't have to slap the shit out the stupid argument. Because again, there's nobody there's no significant difference between the resumes of Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, except for the number of fights and the number of weight classes. But Errol Spence Jr. has 24 fights. Terrence Crawford's got 30 something. And there's nobody that Bud has fought that can beat Errol Spence. Matter of fact, I don't think that there's anybody at this point that they might even sanction a fight with Errol Spence. Errol Spence will murder Jose Benavidez. Murder him. That shit, they wouldn't even make the fight. But y'all try to hold that. You try to hold Jose Benavidez up as an example of why Terrence Crawford is better, got a better resume than Errol Spence. Amir Khan has been knocked out at 135 pounds, 140 pounds, 47 pounds, and at 154 pounds. The dude got knocked unconscious 3 times before the fight this weekend. And somehow he's elevating the resume? The fuck out of here. It's just a bad argument, man. There's just a bad argument. Just stop. You think Bud Crawford is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. You might think that he has better hand speed, that he has better footwork, that he's technically better, that he's going to engage, that he can expose the weaknesses of Errol Spence. You can talk about all of that because I can't just shit on you for that. But once you start making arguments that are just like easily beatable, and all I got to do is take the same argument and change it, and then your whole thing falls apart, you do a disservice for Bud. And maybe you should stop trying to represent him because you keep walking him into me having to do what I'm doing. But again, if somebody did that for Errol Spence, I could do the same thing. But that's not what Errol Spence fans are doing. That's what Bud Crawford fans are doing. You going overboard. But most of you ain't really Terrence Crawford fans. Many of you just hating on Errol Spence. And you come like, oh yeah, he's gonna be the knight in shining armor. And we know the LDBC doesn't like. They know they really support Errol. So who can we throw up there? Who can we throw up there to tarnish or diminish Errol Spence? Oh, the easiest one is Terrence Crawford. Why isn't he he's ducking Errol Spence Jr. I mean, Errol Spence Jr. is ducking him. He ain't the boogeyman. It's Terrence Crawford's the boogeyman. The LDBC hates Terrence Crawford, even though half the cats in here I have debates with. And ain't nobody. John Black just said, I am a true Bud fan and Errol hater. Hey, man, be honest with it. That's cool. Bud counterfeit. I see many holes in this game. He ain't counterfeit. But, I mean, I see that, dog. Anyway, man, I'm going to leave that alone. Oh, yeah, man. Y'all subscribe to KQKC, by the way. And check us out on OG Boxing Talk on Sunday mornings. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, dog. Oh, said, William Art, nah, they don't learn, dog. Not on that. Don't do it to me, dude. Do that shit to somebody else. And when I talk about Errol, I'm like, dude, I think Errol will beat Bud because Bud fights too much. I don't think Bud is fundamentally is fundamentally as sound as Terrence Crawford. I mean, I don't think Terrence Crawford is fundamentally as sound as Errol Spence. I don't think he's definitely not textbook. It's fundamentally tight and fundamentally sound as Errol Spence Jr. I'm looking at Bud fights off athleticism. He fights off of reflex. He fights off of athletic talent and guts. Errol Spence fights off bull fucking dozer and fundamentally tight. Errol Spence is making fewer mistakes. He's leaving himself open a lot less than Terrence Crawford leaves himself open. And because he's so tight, like I got in this debate with Blood, much love to Blood Boxing. Check us out on OG Boxing Talk. People are talking about like the hand speed of Bud's hand speed. Dog, Errol Spence's hand speed is just as good as Bud's, man. And it might be a little faster. And on top of being just as fast, it's coming from here. It's not coming from here. It's coming from here. There's a short distance from here to here. Bud is throwing it from here. Dude, that dude can get caught all day by Bud. Dude, he can get caught all day with those shots, man. And it's southpaw. And it's southpaw. Spence gets a hot. No, he does not. No, he does not get hit a lot. You're tripping. Nah, dog. Spence is not slower, man. I'm telling you. Go watch again. Spence's hands are not close to it. This shit is no slower. Those body shots, people are like, oh, don't do those pity pat body shots. Dog, that shit's not pity pat. That dude is laying into them shots. His hands are just fast. Dude, go back and look at Errol Spence Jr.'s hands. Errol Spence has something on all his shots. That dude's hands ain't nowhere near slow. But okay. Y'all think so. He had Mikey Garcia looking like he was walking around in mud. And people were not saying that Mikey Garcia had slow hands before that fight. Matter of fact, when a guy moves up in weight class, the lower weight classes guys have faster hands. Mikey Garcia has good hand speed. He doesn't have slow hand speed. He's got good hand speed. He doesn't got off this planet hand speed, but he's got good hand speed. And Errol Spence Jr. was way faster than him. Way faster than him. Chris Algieri has good hand speed. Very good hand speed. Errol Spence Jr. had better hand speed. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, you guys got this perception in your mind about this guy that all he's doing is walking in. He's some lumbering ox. That's what Errol Spence said to Mikey Garcia. It's like, man, I don't know who you think I am. You think I'm Margarito? I'm not Margarito. Dog. Kell Brooks got good fat man. Kell Brooks got good hand speed. Kell Brook was not as fast as Errol Spence Jr. He calculated well. He timed him well. He got shots in and then got bulldozed because Errol Spence was trying to bulldoze him. Anyway, man. Gary's exactly. He pulls punches from the hips. But that's because he's that much faster than Julie. Come on, man. Y'all say what y'all want to say. Y'all going to be shocked. Because you're not I don't think you're looking at it right. You're going to be shocked. That dude's hands are fast. They're not slow. They're fast. They're not even just decent speed. They're fast. The reason why he could outbox and he had Mikey Garcia covering up like this is because the fucking shots were coming like pop, 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 pop. And he couldn't time it. He's like, shit, I can't even get in between them. Okay. You can say, okay, let's see. But y'all think he's slow? No. He's calculating, and he goes to the body and he sits down on his punches. If he doesn't want to sit down on his punches, his hands are even going to be faster. But okay. Once Errol Spence realized you can't hurt him, you're in trouble. I think Bud got the ability to hurt people. Bud got more pop than people. Now, on the other side of it, Bud got more pop than people give than some people give Bud credit for. Bud can hurt you. Bud's got some pop. He does. But I'm telling you, if he comes like this, he's going to get hit. If he doesn't keep his punches straight, he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit, and he's going to get hit a lot. That shit is very right down the middle, man. And yeah, Bud's a lot stronger than people think too. Yes, absolutely. He's a lot stronger than people think. But he ain't going to be close enough to be – he ain't going to be in there hugging with Errol. He ain't going to be in there hugging with Errol. Bud don't have no – now, I'm not going to say he doesn't have it, but I've never seen Bud have an up-close game where if he's in your chest. I've never seen that. Now, maybe he has it because I'm sure dude got a lot of shit that I don't know about. Just like y'all found out what Bud Errol Spence got that y'all didn't know about. Y'all didn't know Errol Spence could box like that. Y'all didn't know that. None of y'all thought he was going to shut out Mikey Garcia 12 rounds to nothing and just easily outbox him. Make a top 5 pound for pound, a universally recognized top pound for pound guy look like he was a C-level fighter by boxing him like that. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that. People thought he was just going to bowl him over and knock him out. And I think he would have liked to tell you the truth. But from my understanding, his weight went up a little bit too much in between fights. He had to focus a lot on losing weight. And that was a mistake that young people make. That the guys with only 3-4 title defenses make. He said he learned his lesson. He said, I'm going to stay in better shape in between fights. And if that's the case, there was a lot of criticism about him partying and all that shit. That's what Nate Jones was talking about. That's what, other people were talking. That's all that shit people were talking about. Because at the same time, y'all started shitting on him for saying he wanted to fight Keith, for calling out Sean Porter and somehow making it like he did something wrong by by not saying that he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford next when he had just called out Keith Thurman. I mean, he just called out Sean Porter in the ring. Y'all made a big deal about that shit, and maybe there was some truth to that. And if he gets that shit together, and it's going to be stronger for the next fight. What's Kier Johnson? Much love in the super chat, man. He said, but Errol was too heavy, had a fat camp. Yeah, man. But look, man, if y'all gonna make the argument that Bud is gonna beat Errol, make the argument off what you see in the ring. That's a good conversation that can be had, man. But dog, there is no, you know who, if we had to go off resumes, there's only one dude who's got a resume that stands above everybody else's. And my only one of the guys who are still contenders. There's only one, and that's Canelo. Canelo's the guy with the fucking oh my goodness ass resume, dude. He's the guy. Okay? And if he beats Daniel Jacobs after beating Gennady Golovkin and having beaten at least two other Hall of Famers in Cotto and Mosley, having beaten Lara, having beaten Trout, even if you argue about whether or not he won the fights, and I think there's legitimate reasons to argue about that. But if you bring up resume, and I'm not talking about the dope, I'm not talking about the popping dirty or any of that. There's only one guy whose resume stands above everybody else's. That's a competitive champion right now, and that's Canelo. Bud's claim is skill. Bud's claim is skill. It's talent. It's not resume. It's an accomplishment. He unified, but if that's the case, then so did Usyk. And Usyk did something that Bud didn't do. Usyk defended them all. Terrence Crawford has never walked into the ring a unified champion. Never. Bernard Hopkins walked into the ring a unified champion. Jermaine Taylor walked into the ring a unified champion. Alexander Usyk walked into the ring and defended all 4 belts. Terrence Crawford never did it. Terrence Crawford got that belt, dropped it 3 days later, and moved to 147 pounds. So you got to be careful of the arguments you make. But you make me make the arguments because I like Errol Spence and I like Terrence Crawford. But I beat people up every day in arguments about Terrence Crawford and who should be pound for pound and all that, which means we should probably change this subject so I can stop slapping y'all around for saying shit like that, man. It's all love and respect. Drink more water. Nobody knew. Oh, man. Come on, drink more water. What? These narratives about Crawford fans shitting on Errol is simply not true, dog. Drink more water. Really? I could have sworn I have a boxing channel, dog. I could swear that I do live streams 6 times a week. I put up 14 videos a week, and I hear the shit all the time. It's my imagination. It's in my imagination. I've not heard Errol Spence Jr. is a weight bully. I've never heard Errol Spence Jr. got hurt by Lardy. I don't hear Bud Errol Spence Jr. scared of Bud, that he's hiding behind Heyman. I've never heard that stuff. Drink more water. As I drink more water. Dog, I got a boxing channel. I hear it all. Okay? I hear it all on a daily basis, dog. I know the pulse of the boxing community because I get it either way. Every video I get both sides of it. Either way, I get it. If I make a video about Terrence Crawford, I get it. I made a video one time about Kell Brook, looking at the fight, looking at highlights with Kell Brook, and I said Kell Brook hit Errol Spence. I got cussed out. Cats are telling me that I'm a hater of Errol Spence. I get called a hater of Errol Spence. Not often anymore because it's Bud fans now going crazy. But anyway, man, y'all do what you want to do. You say what you want to say, dog. But look, for real, you can't tell me what people are saying. I respond to my comments. I debate people every day, which is why you can't come with lame ass conversations with me because I'm in 10, 11 debates every day. This guy, some fucking moron on the Boxing Voice, not the guy, not on the channel, but somebody commenting in the Boxing Point chat was like, Fannon doesn't like to debate people. I debate people in comment sections 10, 11 times a day. If I go to the bathroom, dog, I wash my hands, sit down, argue with people, set my phone down, wash my hands, pick it up, and walk out the room. Okay? Shit, every day, dog. Okay? I can't go to the bathroom without hearing biding. You a Bud hater. So Bud's supposed to stay at 140 and fight who? Vanny Newton. You're the fuck out of here. Anybody comes in with some fucking Newton name, get the fuck out. Don't play with me, dude. Vato Newton. Fuck out of here. He's supposed to go to 147. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to do whatever he wants to do. Change your name and come without Newton in your name. Fuck out of here. Trying to get attention. Amon Hunt, 7X male, National Olympian, Aerosmith James resume better than TC. Now, I would say that, hey, man, I can make an argument on that side about Bud too. I could be like, look, man, Bud fought in an amateur, fought in a professional style. He's knocking dudes out, but yeah, he does get hit more. He's less hit and not get hit than Errol is. Errol can go into full-fledged amateur mode, touch you with straight shots a bunch of times. Straight shots, tip of the glove, and make you miss is what you saw with what you saw with Mikey Garcia. Bud likes to fight, which means Bud is trying to knock you the fuck out. And he was trying to knock people out in the amateurs. That's why he lost the Golden Gloves. People are like, he got robbed in the Golden Gloves. I'm like, man, I don't even know if he got robbed because he knocked the dude down. But you don't get extra points for knocking the dude down. If that same fight was in the pros, Bud would have won the fight because he would have got two. He knocked the guy down 2 times. He would have got both rounds. That's 2 out of 3 rounds. But it's not a 10-8 much system in the amateurs. It's a point system. So it is what it is. But in the same thing, I'm not going to compare what he does in the amateurs because he's got that style like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson got a pro style. He going to break your ribs. You know, Terrell Biggs is longer. He got a jab. He's going to touch you further from out long. But when the two got in the pros, he ran through them. A lot of that stuff is apples and oranges, man. A lot of it, Amon Hunt. You know, a lot of it's apples and oranges. I can do both sides. These guys are both top-notch guys. But look, man, let's move on off to this ESPN pound for pound, if you don't mind. Y'all gonna make me talk for a damn hour about Bud and Errol. Drink more water. Who saw Bud smoking Khan like that? Nope. What the fuck? Drink more water. What? I don't know anybody that didn't predict a knockout. I don't need drink more water. I don't know anybody that didn't predict a knockout. Some people guessed 6 rounds. Some people guessed 2 rounds. Other people said as soon as he touches his chin. I said the 10th round because I thought that Amir Khan could run long enough to stay away. He's got no fucking chin. Everybody thought that shit. Everybody thought that. Anybody and everybody thought Terrence Crawford was going to whoop Amir Khan like that. It's Amir Khan, man. It's Amir Khan. Who would have thought that if Errol Spence got in with Lucas Matisse, that the shit wouldn't go 6 rounds? Everybody. How many people, if Errol Spence Jr. fought Amir Khan, thinks that shit's is going to end before 6? Everybody. Because we're boxing fans, man. We're not stupid. Okay? Well, most of us aren't stupid. Amir Khan has been knocked out. He got knocked down in the first round of his last fight by nobody knocked him down. Dude, stop. Man, stop. Like that, Grace Terrell. I've seen you enough. I know you. Dog, for real. Please don't do that anymore, man. Please don't do that. That was Dog, see, y'all gonna make me call a dude a tomato can. Just like y'all make me say what Jose Benavidez is. Jose Benavidez got shot in the leg, man. And y'all acting like he didn't get shot in the leg. Like he literally didn't take bullets to his leg. Like, oh, wait. Man, I say the same thing about Carlos Ocampo. Man, come on. Carlos Ocampo, if I tried to sell an undefeated Carlos Ocampo to you, you would be like, man, it's Carlos Ocampo. The dude never fought out of Mexico before. Come on, man. Come on, Fannon. Don't try to sell me Carlos Ocampo. He was a mandatory challenger. He didn't have any damn chance in that fight. And Errol Spence got him out of there like he was supposed to get out of there. Don't try to sell me Carlos Ocampo. That's what you would do. But you try to sell Amir Khan. Come on, man. I got highlight reels of him getting knocked out. Literally, I got highlight reels of him getting knocked out. You can go to the best of Amir Khan getting knocked out. Go ahead and Google that. Best of Amir Khan getting knocked unconscious. You will come up with a series of videos where you see his ass laid down in a variety of positions. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's Amir Khan, man. Like Anthony Corolla. Come on. You spend 2 minutes watching. Dog, I knew how the Vasily Lomachenko Anthony Corolla fight was going to go by watching Anthony Corolla for 2 fucking rounds. In a fight he won. I was like, oh, hell no. This dude's going to get killed because he does this. He gets behind his high guard and he sits there and he lets the guy hit him till he gets tired. Then he throws a couple shots. Man, Lomachenko ain't going to get tired of hitting you. Lomachenko ain't going to get tired of hitting you. He don't get tired. He going to bust your ass up. You're going to be bleeding and all. And then he's just going to start sitting down on him. Come on, man. He said, Fannon looking to the roof of the MGM. You got that right, dog. Yeah, well, like that. I got to pick, man. Come on, man. How long is it going to take? Valor Chris, I don't see why anybody picked him, dog, because they just, I think people were picking him. I think people, well, man, let me get to these super chats. My bad, man. Hey, Big E said, good test for Crawford is right now is Danny Garcia, not Brook. Brook is not as good as he was when he fought Spence. Much love in the super chat, Big E. Drink more water. Come on, man. You know what I mean. I'm referring to him getting dog walked that early. He got smoked round 1. Of course, we knew he's going to KO him. Dude, I still maintain drink more water. Yes. There are people that thought, matter of fact, I hate that you brought that up. I hate that you brought that up. Because he did get knocked down in his first fight. I'm surprised he made it to round 2. That's what I was thinking. I was like, shit, how did this shit get to round 6? He knocked him down in the first round and never knocked him down again. It was accumulation of punishment. And he did hit him low as shit. And I'm like, dog, y'all ain't acting like y'all all kind of people, oh, his nuts aren't there. Dude, he hit the guy 4 inches below the belt, dog. 4 inches. He was closer to his knee than he was. He hit him closer to the knee than he did his waist. Mid-fucking thigh. And his head did not get pulled down. He ducked underneath a punch, went too low and hit him. His hand was all, he didn't get pulled down in an exchange. He was out here. He dipped his head low. Khan intended to put his head behind his head. He went underneath. Because Khan blocked him like this. He went underneath it and threw that punch. He didn't get pulled down. He went that far down. And cracked that dude damn near in his kneecap, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't bring up Amir Khan. You just can't. Amir Khan was a worse mismatch. That was a way worse mismatch on paper than Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. A much bigger mismatch. And Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia was a mismatch on paper. The groin slayer. Dog, and that means like he pulled him. They didn't pull him down. When you pull somebody down, you're here fighting on the inside and somebody pulls your head down while you're punching. Terrence Crawford was on the outside and came in with a low body shot to the body. Dude's elbow was here. He went underneath his elbow. Then when he got underneath his elbow, the elbow forearm went on the back of his head, but that punch was gone by then. Dog, and Bud is real fortunate that was a top-ranked card. Real fortunate that wasn't in the UK. Because if that was in the UK and he couldn't have continued, they might have fucking gave him a foul and be like, nah, fight can't continue on a foul. That could have happened, but it didn't happen because it's a top-ranked card. Anyway, he hit him on his hip. Dog, no, he didn't. Your hip's to the side, dog. He hit him in the front in the thigh, dog. Dog, come on, man. It's a low blow, dude. Just stop. That's what I'm saying. Y'all defending it. So what? People get hit low all the time. I'm not saying that Bud's a dirty fighter, but come on, man. That was literally, you could not get it more obvious that was a low blow. You couldn't. But that's what I'm saying. Just come on, man. Just don't defend. Dog, when you defend things that don't even need defending, you be like, yeah, it was a low blow. Hey, was that a low blow? Yes. Of course, it wasn't really on his testicles. No, it was nowhere near his penis shaft. The fuck? I mean, dog, it doesn't say in the rule that you can hit people below the belt as long as it's not on your cup. You hit people below the belt, it's a foul, man. And he didn't get his head pulled down. It's just he threw a low blow. So what? Amir Khan's hit people low before. Spence hit people low before. Why? Hey, you just do this. Oh, my bad. That's what should have happened. After that punch happened, if Khan didn't react like that, all Bud needed to do was be like, tap gloves and say my bad. That's it. And I ain't indicting the guy because of it. I'm not indicting him. I'm just saying it was a low blow, man. But when you get so on top of shit where you're like, oh no. Because shit, Arrow hit Mikey with some shit. Mikey and Arrow, Arrow hit Mikey with a bunch of stuff up over there. I was like, okay, damn. When the ref gonna say, is the ref gonna say something? Because Arrow hit him right below, not that low, but maybe a quarter inch below that belt on several occasions. Arrow was like, cat. Oops. Shit just happens, dog. Anyway, Khan beat Zab Judah the exact same way. Yeah, man, it's just, I'm not trying to dog the dude and say he's dirty. He's not. But still, when you try, that's what I'm saying. When you try to defend, just in life, okay, I get it off of Bud because I really want to get it off of Bud, dog. In life, don't defend shit that's just fucking flat out you can't defend because you lose credibility. And people set you up in arguments like that. They'll put out a proposition that's just fucking foolish. Like, was that a low blow? And then somebody will say, no, that wasn't a low blow. Khan was faking. Dude, we got a camera, right? We can see that on camera, right? You see the punch surrounded by white with a colored strip above it. That where his waist is here, right? I mean, but you say that's not a low blow. You lose all credibility when you do that, man. You just lose credibility. Damn, say Mikey's so short. Everybody does it. Terrence Crawford is the king. Facts. Hey, man. He's the WBO king. He's the king of the WBO, without a doubt. Top number one WBO welterweight there is. Just like Arrow's the top IBF and Sean Porter's the top WBC, kind of, because really he's kind of half the top guy because I do believe that Keith Thurman is still champion in recess. And then Keith Thurman is the king of the WBA. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, dog. God, dog, man, I didn't get to talk about nothing but this crap today. Zab did it purpose. Yeah, Zab trying to get out that fight, dog. Can be bad guy said low blow doesn't mean the nuts, it means below the belt. Yeah, exactly. That just means below the belt. It was low blow. You cannot have a low blow. Okay? You can't hit behind the head. Okay? That's an illegal shot. People do this shit all the time. Okay? This is not the back of the head, though. This is the side of the head. Right behind the ear is the side of the head. That's the back. This right here, people complaining about somebody hitting you right here, that's not behind it. That's not behind. That's the side. Okay, it's round, so it's tough to judge the side, but it's not illegal to hit somebody right here. That's not the front, it's the side. This is the side of the head. Here, underneath somebody's hook, that's behind the head, like Lomachenko was hitting Rigondeaux that Black Fight Fan TV keeps forgetting. Y'all didn't see Lomachenko just hammering him on the top of the head, doing sledgehammer shots to the back of Rigondeaux's head. Anyway, yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed, subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's get the likes up. If you are a Terrence Crawford fan, hit like. Y'all make it hard, man. Why didn't he use the 5 minutes? Because he wanted to quit. Because Virgil Hunter had common sense. You're going to get beat half to death, dog. It's not worth it. Okay? Let's end this while you're still awake. Okay? Let's end the fight on a low blow with you looking kind of scraped up and not with you laid out, sprawled out, where we got to get a cart in this motherfucker to carry you out. Because that's what was going to happen in the 10th round. Was that the 6th round? Amir Khan had maybe 3 more rounds of being able to run around, throw a bunch of bullshit jabs, run straight at him, like he was doing, trying to throw him off. And then he was going to get hit with some shit he wasn't going to wake up. We weren't going to get up from. Okay? So, might as well. Do you see Munguia Inoue? Munguia versus Inoue? Jaime Munguia versus the 154-pounder versus the 118-pound WBA champion? Or are you talking about the guy that the Munguia versus the guy, the Australian dude from the Irish guy from Australia? I saw some of that fight. That shit looked like a Christmas present, dog. That sounded like, nah, the other Inoue, nah. Is it 2 Inoues? Jaime, is it a different Munguia too? Because I didn't think that guy's name was Inoue. The Irish guy was his name anyway. Hold on. I guess you guys could tell me, but you know, that'd be too much like me not doing that. Not just wasting time by searching it up. Hey, Jaime. Munguia shit. I cannot spell. Munguia. Damn. Whole bunch of Munguias around this mug. Jaime Munguia. There's 2 Jaime Munguias. There's a Jaime Munguia back in the 80s. Yeah, I remember that. You know. Yeah, I remember it. I mean, I can't draw the fight to my head. I remember it going on, but I don't really think too much about you know. Yeah. I mean, Munguia, dude, they need to put that dude back in the oven, man. I told Callie, I was like, man, when he won against, that was an optical illusion with Vargas. Not Vargas, Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali is a 140-pounder fighting 154. Come on, man. He ain't that good. So he got ran over, dude. But nah, the WBO equals ring magazine belt. What? Oh, it is as valuable as that? Is whatever Bob ordered. Yeah, Hogan was robbed. Yeah, I don't usually say robbed, but I can't see how they scored that fight for him. From what I saw, though, he definitely looked like crap. I got to go watch the whole fight. All right, man, let's get into this for this last section of time that we got going on here. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, yeah, because we got about 20 more minutes. Once I saw the look, I knew Khan was a goner. He quit because he sensed the end was near. Yeah, he's gonna get hurt, man. I mean, he didn't quit. Your boy threw the towel like he should have. That's a good Virgil Hunter threw the towel, and he's supposed to. He did. Virgil Hunter is supposed to throw that towel in. Damn, that's his job. You're supposed to you're not supposed to let your fighter get killed. That should be like one of the top 5, maybe one of the top 5, thoughts a trainer should walk in there with. Don't let my fighter get killed. Okay, how about that? And Virgil Hunter was like, you know what? We're not going to have a coma tonight. Let's throw that shit on in there. Thank you for showing up. I get my paycheck. You get your paycheck. We stopping it too soon is better than stopping it too late. Thank you very much. Okay? Thank you very much. Whoop. Just like what's his name did. Barry Hunter did to save save Lamont Peterson from Sergey Lipinets. Whoop. Stop that fight. Ref, by the way, ref, why ain't you stop it? Okay? Not everybody's like Jack Reese and wants somebody that's clearly severely concussed to get back up and keep fighting and risk their life for the good of boxing. Not everybody's going to do that, man. Okay? Mikey Garcia sitting there, and y'all, Mikey Garcia, people think I hating on Mikey Garcia too, because I say that most people don't do this, don't have conversations like this. Hi, my name is Mikey Garcia, and I just fought Errol Spence, and it was a really good fight. And doing shit like, okay, jutting out, smacking your lips, because you took 750 punches, of which probably how many times he didn't get hit with 700 punches, did he? How many was it? 340? How many times did Errol Spence hit him? I want to make sure I get this number right. Maybe it's 345 punches that he got hit with. CompuBox. Spence Garcia. I think it was 345 punches. Yeah. Not everybody gonna let you take 345 clean punches, 100 of them to the head. 200 of them to the head. 145 to the heart and to the heart and to the kidneys. Not everybody's gonna let you do that. Okay. Ridiculous, dog. Yeah, 250. Not everybody gonna give you 250. And these other cats saying stupid shit like, oh, it's all man, he didn't get hurt. Those are pity pat punches. Hey, man, pity pat punches. Take this or something soft and smack yourself upside the head with it 300 times. Okay? Just 300 times. Take something semi-soft, something semi-form and just yourself in the head 300 times. See if you don't, at some point in time, start seeing little stars and shit coming up. Bounce a basketball. Have somebody stand there. Better yet, have somebody stand there and throw a basketball at your head and let it hit you dead in the forehead 300 times. And see if you don't feel a little funny after that shit happens, dog. Let somebody just slap you with an open hand 300 times here and see if you don't start acting a little funny. That's what I'm saying, man. Don't be making people be saying stupid shit, defending ridiculousness. Bob Arum is disrespecting the best fighter. He has a stable. He's saying that Lomachenko is the best pound for pound in the world. Straight up slap to Crawford's face. Man, that thing, first of all, is just a marketing ploy. Lomachenko being in the top 5 pound for pound, top 3, I have no problem with. Number 1, it's no. Especially when he's saying he's not. When he says he's not, Andre Ward is a pretty humble guy. But Andre Ward was like, I am. At this point, I am. Bud is not super braggadocious. Bud said, at this point, I am. When Errol Spence will say, Bud is. When the majority of the boxers familiar with it say you are, and it's you just the media people saying differently, something's up. Stop, dog. You're full of it. Your boy is not the number. Get out of here. But to have Inoue on there and Gennady Golovkin, what does Gennady Golovkin got to do to get up off that pound for pound list? You just lost to a guy that came up in weight to beat you, and you got to draw with him before that. Why in the world are you pound for pound when littler guys than you beat you? That doesn't even make sense. When you got a guy smaller than you beating you, why are you still pound for pound? It's just whatever, man. Yeah, I got Bud there. But I like Canelo too, but Canelo is on my resume assertion On the resume assertion and the skill set assertion, Canelo's a beast, man. But he does have that, PED test, which hangs very heavy on him. No doubt about it. Arum is going to ruin Bud's brand. I mean, he owns Bud's brand. He's an employee. Bud's an employee. That's what it is. Bud's an employee of that company. And that's what people say that oh no, the boxer works for the promoter. I mean, the promoter works for the boxer. Oh, that's verbiage. If you can't fight, if they don't have to make a fight from you and you got to fight with them, if they write the check to you, last time, whenever somebody writes you a check, they're the boss. Pretty surefire way there. If they write the check to you, they're the boss. Okay. If Fox writes a check to Espn's promotional company, the boss of that scenario is Fox. Because Fox could choose not to air him. Okay. Now, as an employee, you got the right not to fight on them either. So there's some negotiation there, but Bud just can't go fight for the PBC. Errol can go fight for Top Rank. But it is what it is. Elvis Habit said, for me, Bud, let me check this real quick though. Oh, Bud, number 1, Usyk, number 2, 3, Canelo, 4, Lomo, 5, Spence. I mean, I could do that. I mean, I guess I could do that. But I wouldn't put Usyk over Canelo. Usyk has fought in one weight class. This is, I think, 2 weight classes for Canelo. I ain't counting that 168-pound shit. But, hey, it's people's opinion, man. It is what it is. Yes, sir. Salute to the LDBC, man. Hey, y'all, we got 200 likes, man. 219. Let's hit the like button. And you know what it is. Let me check these super chats real quick. It's been a fun conversation. I can't wait till my Terrence Crawford t-shirt gets here so I can be talking this shit with a Terrence Crawford t-shirt on. Because I'm tired. I support him with my money. I do not support weak-ass, bullshit-ass arguments, though. Those we must slap down for the good of boxing. We must destroy all faulty-ass logic used by people to tear down the reputation of other boxers. Okay? You must stop. I cannot support. Bud has a very good resume. Excellent resume. As evidenced by the fact that he's the WBO 135-pound champion, the WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF, and probably IBO 140-pound champion, and that he is the 147-pound WBO champion. He's undefeated fighter. That is a hell of a resume. That's funny, dog, because honestly, man, that's how resumes are read. You ever noticed that, dude? You ever notice that that's really how resumes are read? That's his resume. That's a hell of a resume. Hold on one second. Jimmy Robinson says Spence would outwork Bud and get the stoppage. Much love in the super chat, sir. Much love to everybody in the super chat today. But that's how resumes are written. That's a hell of a resume. People want to pick apart the resume, though, right? Errol Spence Jr., an Olympic quarterfinalist, an undefeated undefeated IBF champion who successfully defended his title 3 times. Hey, dog, that's a hell of a resume. Most boxers never get that. If you could walk out and say, dude, I was an IBF 147-pound champion. I'm an Olympic team member. I got to the quarterfinals in the Olympics. Dog, that's a hell of a resume for boxing. Okay? It is. If you want to say he got a better resume because he moved up more weight classes, you can say that. Make that argument. Make that part of the argument for what he's accomplished. But then I would say, hey, yeah, he's done more because he's been a pro longer. Makes sense to me. This is his 3rd weight division. If you fought in 3 weight divisions, you got Errol Spence Jr. is only fought in 1 weight division. And he's only got 24 fights. Let's see what he's at 30. Let's see where he is at 30. But that's a better resume argument than, The fact that Ricky, because he beat Ricky Burns, means he's going to beat Errol Spence. I mean, that shit is kind of real shaky, dude. Let me see. Why did the fight get stopped on a foul in favor of a guy who fouled? It didn't get stopped on the foul. The corner threw in the towel. During the holdover, after he got hit, Virgil Hunter threw the towel in. Like, nah, that's a wrap. They used that as a time to stop the fight. Khan didn't stop fighting because of the low blow. Virgil Hunter stopped the fight so his charge wouldn't get the shit beat out of him, which was about to happen. And he should have never taken the fight to begin with, dog. I mean, that's a money thing. And I guess maybe I think he decided to take that ass whooping against Terrence Crawford instead of taking that ass whooping against Kell Brook. That's what I really think. I think that he did that. The reason that the Kell Brook fight ain't happening because Amir Khan doesn't want to go out like that against Kell Brook. Because Kell Brook is going to do that shit too. Albert, you are a bit of a smart ass, Fannon. I am. I'm an extreme smart ass. Kidding me? Of course I am. What was your first clue? And I can be Team Petty too. Okay? I don't claim to be perfect. I'm a boxing fan. There's something twisted about us. If you've not noticed. We boxing fans, there's something twisted about us. But look, man. Oh, are you hell? That's what's up. Cool. Get money. But look, man, I'm up out of here, man. Salute to you, man. But yeah, man, you think I'm petty? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm petty. I'm a smart ass. I can be vindictive. I got a lot of human flaws, man. Got a lot of human flaws. You know what I mean? A lot of it. It's hard. Can you help me? No, dog. Just use it for good. Just use it for good, man. Use it for good. Use your smart assness as a way to highlight foolishness. And it's a beautiful sarcasm is a gift from God. Sarcasm is a stepchild to logic, which is a gift of the universe, dog. Okay. When you going to do a Game of Thrones live stream, dog? I'm really enjoying the season. And I talk so much boxing. It's hard, but we going to get it done, man. I got to have the energy for it. You know what I mean? Buzz said Thurman was better than Spence. What changed? Bud being pissed off. Bud think what Bud want, though. Anyway, it is what it is. And dude, you are blocked. You're not a lawyer, and you're a fucking troll. Fuck is wrong with you? You beat people in court by not going there. You want to win in court for sure? Don't go. Stupid. And I knew you weren't about it when you said you were. Because if you really were, you wouldn't have had to say it. Fucking troll. Anyway, man. It is what it is, man. And I'm out. Go to KQKC, man. Hey, by the way, go to KQKC and subscribe, man. He's on every day at 12:30 after the show. Go check him out. And I'm sure after that, you can check out Blue Blood Sports TV. Check out God dog, man. World Breaker Fighting's coming on at I believe 1:30. Stay Ready Boxing's on in the evening. Check out What's Blazing in Sports. Definitely check out my man Best Fight the Best. 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 Central Standard Time. Really great shows. I hope you guys really enjoy it, man. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, man. With that, I'm out. Peace.